what God is trying, or Jesus is trying to say to them is this. He's saying, okay, you don't have to take no coat because I'm your coat. You don't have to take food because I am the bread of life. You don't have to take a walking stick or a walking cane because they used their stick in that day to prop them up whenever they would become unbalanced, or they would use that staff or that stick to fight off wild animals. Jesus is saying to them, listen, you won't need a staff, you won't need a stick, you won't need a walking cane to hold you up or to protect you, because I am your protection and your exceeding great reward. See, so he's saying to us, this is what he's saying. He's saying, in the midst of this pandemic, I want you to rely not on your resources. I mean, I see people scuffling and scrambling around, trying to wonder how they're going to make it. What are they going to do? What's going to happen? What's going on in this world? We're looking to Congress. We're concerned about the politics that's being played in the Senate. We're wrapped up and entangled in insurrection attempts. We're still dealing with Trumpism and all of the racism that's rampant in this land. And we become so embroiled in that until we've forgotten to look to the source of all our help and our strength. We're depending on vaccines more than we are on God. We're depending on man's medical ability, his scientific know-how, rather than depending on the God of this universe. And God is trying to get us to understand. Listen, when you step out on me, when you step out and continue to carry out the assignment that I've given you, when you go forth to do all that I have commissioned you to do, know that I have authorized you, number one, and then I have given you power over even COVID-19. I've given you authority over this pandemic. I've given you the power to overcome it and to make it through it. But you've got to learn how to depend on the source, come on somebody, and not the resources. So turn now, if you will, to Luke chapter 22, because it gives us the end or the results of what Jesus commanded them in Luke chapter 9. All right, Luke chapter 22, verses 35 and 36. It says, and he said to them, when I sent you without your bag, without your knapsack, without your sandals, did you lack anything? And they said nothing. All right? In other words, he's saying to them, okay, remember when I sent you out and I told you not to take any clothes? I told you don't take any money. I told you not to take any resources. Come on, y'all, stay with me. I told you not to take anything with you. Now, when I told you to do that, and I authorized you with power and authority, you obeyed, you responded, you went forth, and you did as I told you to do. Now, in the process of your operating in the authority I gave you, in the process of you exercising the power I gave you, did you lack anything? And they had to honestly and equivocally answer, we lacked nothing. In other words, we had everything that we needed. So in verse 36, he says, but now he who has a money bag, let him take it, and likewise a knapsack. And he who has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. He's saying, now that you know that I am your source, I can trust you with, come on, the resources. You missed it there.